Hello, welcome to a new video. If this is the first time you're here on this channel, welcome. I'm Elsa and I'm an illustrator from Portugal. And today I want to share with you a little bit about my 100-day project. So let's start with the definition of the 100-day project. I'm going to read from the official website. The 100-day project is a free art project that takes place online. Every spring, thousands of people all around the world commit to 100 days of exploring their creativity. Anyone can join. Yes, that means you. The idea is simple. Choose a project, do it every day for 100 days, and share your process on Instagram with the hashtag the100dayproject. So if you've been following me online for a little while, you already know that I quite like these kind of challenges. I've done the So if you follow me online, you already know that I quite like these kind of challenges. I've done the Inktober challenge a few times, and I've also joined the 36 days of type a couple of times as well. So I quite like using these kind of projects to spark my creativity and get out of my comfort zone. So that's why I decided to join this one. I'm doing for the next 100 days one 10-minute drawing every day. And this is a challenge for me because I'm quite a slow artist, I'd say. It takes me quite a while to draw something, so I thought this could be something that would help me get a little bit faster and not as much as a perfectionist as I have been. There's something to fight my perfectionism, I guess. And the project itself started on the 2nd of April, but at the time I was in Bologna for the Bologna Children's Book Fair, so I couldn't join right away. And I did so a few days later, so I'm a little bit behind on everyone else. But I've been enjoying it, and I've done the first 10 days so far, and that's what I want to share with you right now. So for day one, I decided to draw a little girl jumping, and I wasn't really aware of how little 10 minutes actually is, and it went by really, really fast. I drew a couple of sketches, and before I knew it, half of the time had already gone by, so I had to rush to create something. And it's not particularly good, but it's something that I definitely can come back to in the future. So with that experience from day one, I decided that on day two I wanted to do something a little bit more simple and something that I have done before. So I decided to draw a pig with a top hat. It's not something super complicated, but it really can't be, at least for me, in 10 minutes. So that was what I created for day two, and I quite like the result. For day three, I decided to stick to something I'm comfortable with drawing, so I drew a cat this time, a blue cat, and I quite like its expression, and I like the final result. I think this one turned out quite okay. On day four, we were approaching Easter, so I decided to draw a bunny, but it's drawn on a pose that I don't usually draw bunnies, and I can't say I really like the result of this one, but it's something that happens and that will happen often in this project. I'm not going to be happy with everything I do, but it's done at least. On day 5, I decided to draw a dog because I love dogs, and that's actually something I don't draw a lot of, so I decided to draw a simple dog this time. It's not perfect, but it's done. On day 6, I was kind of feeling a little bit discouraged by the project, and I decided to do something that I quite like drawing, which are penguins. So I decided to draw one penguin, and I already knew that I wanted to draw a couple more, so I drew him on the side of the page where I knew I had space to draw another one, and I quite like the result. This is a penguin going to a party, and I think it's my favorite out of the 3 penguins that I'm going to show you. On the next day, I drew another penguin attending that party, and this one is not as nice as the first one, but it's in a different pose and is also at that party, so it's all good. I think in the end they turned out quite nice as a full illustration, with the next one, which is the last penguin that I'm gonna draw, at least for the time being. I quite like this one, and as I told you, I quite like the final result with all of them side by side. On day 9, I drew my favorite drawing out of all of these. It was inspired by my dog and how much she likes going out in the rain and how little I like it. And I quite like the result of this one. I like the limited color palette and I like the girl's expression. Yeah, it's my favorite out of all of these. So for the last drawing out of the drawings that I'm going to share with you today, I decided to go for another dog, a party dog this time, inspired by the penguins, the party penguin gang I did. I decided to try and do kind of the same thing, but this time with dogs. And this one is the first one I did, and it's not super special, but I quite like the result. So these were the first 10 days of this project, and it hasn't been as easy as I thought it was gonna be, and it has definitely taken me a lot longer than 10 minutes every day, because I always have to come up with an idea and then create the thing in 10 minutes, and then I have to edit the video, so it has taken me a lot longer than those 10 minutes. But hopefully in the future I can do it a lot faster than I have done so far. And I know that the first 10 days of these kind of projects are usually the easiest, because you're still very pumped about the beginning of the project. So I'm excited and scared to know how the next few days are gonna go. But if you want to follow along the project, it's on Instagram, and my username is somebody Elsa there, so you can follow the project there. And I forgot to tell you, but I was inspired to create this project by Lisa Glantz. She has done something similar in the past, but she drew things in 5 minutes, and that's way too little for me, so I decided to do it in 10 minutes instead. But she was the one that inspired me, and I wanted to share that with you. So if you want to follow her or a project, I'm gonna leave her links down below so that you can check that out. And if you're also doing something for the 100-day project, please share that with me down in the comments below. I'd really like to check that out. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one.